Let's reverse here, tomahawk steak for ultimate flavour.
Look at the pink bits on that. Stop stalking me.
Right, for the beans, we're just going to finely dice 1 shallot, couple of garlics, that bloody easy.
Righto, we're not at a fine dining restaurant, so no need to get too crazy. Just a decent fine dice, then we'll crack on from there. Same with the garlic.
About a half a lemon worth of rind. About half a lemon to squeeze in the beans during cooking. Righto, now we're going to do the prep for the steak. So we're going to do a Vegemite slurry, coat it that act as a binder just to help the rub stick a little bit better. Then we're going to truss the tomahawk, just give it a nice even coverage. That'll make it cook a little bit easier. Fuck this, I'm not squatting down all the time. So for the slurry, 1 healthy size spoonful of Vegemite, and then in warm water, it's going to beat the living shit out of it. It's that simple. Just chuck that to the side, and then we're going to work on the truss. So it's pretty simple. Prostate glove on. So basically just going to go around the center of the steak, and then we're just going to tie it off. Now you've done your dodgy truss, it's sort of pulled that cap in a little bit, give it a little bit more even coverage. Grab some of that slurry we made up before, just rub an even coat on all sides. Now being a thick cut of meat, we want to season it heavily. I'm using Backyard Barbecue, coffee-based rub. I think it works amazingly well with the tomahawk. If you don't have Backyard Barbecue, coarse salt, cracked pepper, and some garlic works wonderfully well. So nice and high, so we get a nice even coverage. Pat, don't rub, save that for bloody bedroom. Now obviously if you're gonna eat all sides, seasonal sides, same principle, nice and high. You will notice I didn't trim anything off the bone because who doesn't like gnawing on the end of a tomahawk bone, because it's fucking amazing. Finish off that fat cat. You want the handle absolutely seasoned when you're smashing into it like Neanderthals. Ready to go? Let's fire up the barbie.
Bella the barbecue buddy patrolling the perimeter.
Now that the charcoal's half lit, we're only gonna put a small amount furthest away from the steak. We're gonna bang some Aussie cherry wood on the top, smoke it through. When it hits about 40 to 43 Celsius internal, we're gonna pull it off, and then we're gonna crank up the heat and we'll sear it.
Don't burn your fucking willy off.
Right back on the top. A chow-sized piece of cherry wood, that's gonna go straight over the top. That will just slowly smolder and start to reduce the smoke. Righto, once this comes up to temp, so it's just warm on the lid, then we'll better bang the steak in.
How many times is this prick gonna say bang?
Now we're just gonna let it ride for about an hour or so, because if you're looking, it ain't cooking.
Fuck, that was close to exposing the crack.
Now just let that grill heat up for about 5 minutes, and then we'll crack on and sear the steak from there. So whilst the lemon's grilling, I've just added 3 pieces of small iron bark, and that'll help produce that heat and just give that a nice wood flavour too. Quick flip, absolutely fucking beautiful. Once they start to brown off like that, they're ready to remove, and then we'll go for the beans from there, and we'll start the sauce simultaneously. Dash more butter, top and tailed string beans. Some freshly cracked black pepper, same for salt. We're gonna add your shallot and your garlics, lemon zest is of half a lemon. The beans are pretty much al dente. We're going to start on the sauce. Beeswainer of butter, 1/4 cup of white wine, about a tablespoon of American mustard, a tablespoon of whole grain mustard. When it's slightly thickened up, I'm going to go about a pinch of parsley. Cracked black pepper, salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of minced ginger, and about a 1/4 cup of cooking cream. Just make sure at this point the heat's off and the residual heat from the pan will cook it through. Right, let's slice this bad boy open. Just remember, slightly away from the bone, and that way it won't catch, especially if you've got a sharp knife. Separate the rib cap, being one of the premium parts of a ribeye. I'm gonna go a little bit of flaky salt straight through the middle. Get a load of that. That bone is gonna get drilled later. Caramelized and grilled lemon. Got a beautiful white wine and mustard sauce, and then our almond beans at the back. Little hit of the lemon across the top. Acidity will just cut beautifully through that fat. Another little dip in the sauce. Let's give it a crack. Oh fuck. The little hit of that caramelized lemon, mustard and white wine sauce cut through that fat beautifully on that real fatty ribeye. Absolutely stunning. Let's give these beans a shot. Fuck. Those almonds are really good with those beans. Arguably one of the best bits about the tomahawk.